Hi everyone, so today I have Spellbinders' new Stitch alphabet set to share with you. They did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So, as I said, it's Stitched Alpha. They're a nice size as you can see, and what happens is you can pick up, whatever letters you like if there's certain monogram or just certain words that, or letters that you would use most often to create words that you use most often, you can pick them up individually or the whole shebang, like the whole alpha with, I believe this and also comes with it. I'll have to check on that, but I believe that's how it was packaged for the whole alphabet. Of course, mine are samples, so they're, packaged very differently than what you will receive. You'll receive something like on the Spellbinders packaging, maybe with a little inspo on there. But I will go through these, and I thought there was something else I want to mention. Oh, there's also a stamp set and a foil set that coordinate with this, where it has descriptors, different ways to finish off what you might be, spelling out, just, I don't know how to explain that, but it's a different stamp set. I'll have it linked there so you can kind of see that to help you, if you're just putting something together and maybe thank and then you or whatever, those kind of things. So smaller little descriptor words that you can put together with whatever it is that you're spelling out. So I did put these in order. It is the whole alphabet. I'll just go through them quickly because obviously they're all very similar. They have their little stitching areas that are just like that little puff flower or just a little something. I don't know. And then they come with the outline. So I'll open this one up just so you can see what I mean by that. This is the and, which is awesome. I think that's really great. If you just have the initials, whatever, and whatever the other initial is, I think that'd be really cute. But this one is a bigger boy, so I'm not going to measure this one because obviously it's much larger than some of these other letters here. But you have your outline or your background, shadow, whatever it is that you want to call it, that outline layer. I would say outline because you can see some of it around here. And then you have this guy that cuts its own edge, and then you would stitch that up or finish it off with maybe some rhinestones, which is probably what I'll do today because I'm going to go through all of them. And I recently did another video where I showed you exactly how to do this same stitching on the same kind of design. So I'll link that video in the description box. But for now, this is what we have, and it is just adorable or nothing, right? Because it does give it a little lacy feel, and it just looks cute, like a little perforated pattern. So lots of different ways to play those up. So we have our letter A, and I will show you real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to measure each one. I just want to give you an idea. The letter itself, the die measures about 1 3/8, almost 1 3/8 inch, and then about 1 3/8 inch wide. Obviously, the die does have the cutting edge right on the edge, so that's about the size. And then you have your little outline that brings it more to just over 1.5 inches, like 1 5/8 or so. This one's a little bit bigger in the other direction. Okay, so I just want to give you that. Then of course letters like B, they're going to be taller. I'm going to put them this way, that way you see how they look. So A and then B. They have the little height that's taller, so you're going to have that bit. Or if it dips down, it's going to dip down the same amount like with some of the other letters. So A, B, I don't really know how I was going to do this. C, really cute stylized C there. We have D. And they're all lowercase, at least this time around. E. Look how cute F and G are. I love that style. Just like on the ampersand here, has that cute, just big ending point there. There's probably a name for that kind of thing, like serif, sans serif, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's just really cute and stylized. So that's F. And look at the G. It's just that classic little G. I remember when I was a kid when you're learning to spell and write, I guess, really. There was I think, Danilian English. I forgot what they would call it. I can't think of the name right now. But there was a standard way of, writing. And some of them were like this. And of course, that's not the easiest thing to write. When you're a little kid, you end up doing, the monkey tail, right? But I would always try to do it this way. It's so cute. Excuse me. Yeah, so there's that one. And then we have an H. Again, these do have serif because they have the little lines out here, Sans serif means without those little lines. But I don't really know what they actually call those little lines. I guess serifs, but there you go. K, L, M, just gorgeous. And where you see those little dots, obviously that's where the little holes are. And then O just has a couple of them. We have P, That's kind of why I left them this way and backwards so you can see them on this side, because I don't want you to think that that's like a mess up in the little circle. It's a perfect little circle. That's just an ejector button to kind of get your die cut out. So you can see better, like Q, you know, it's like this and has a little bit different end. Because if it was just like the P, I guess you could do that, but it has to have its own style. That's what they did here. That little dip. R, so cute, again with that big circle. I just think that is adorable. S, it's a little cutie with a little stitching there. We have our T. And I believe this is U, and to be honest, I didn't follow up and check. I was going to look as far as the numbers, because U and N can obviously be very similar. But, you know, we'll figure it out if this is U or the N, but there it is. V, which is for Vianney. W. So cute. And the X, how adorable that is. Y with that cute little boop. Just adorable. And then Z. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is grab some paper and we'll get to it. Okay guys, so what I did is I just went into this month's May 2022 card kit, and I grabbed the paper pack. I might use that. I grabbed this square labels die set that I have. I don't recall the name right now, but I will have it linked in the description box if it is still available. But I grabbed the smaller one, because what I'm going to do is cut that out, and then we're going to pop our little monograms on it. So I grabbed the M and I grabbed the V because Miranda and Vianney. Miranda is my little daughter. So if you want to make a bunch of note cards that are ready to go and you can just, you know, use them, that'd be really fun. But I also grabbed the card bases that are in the kit and the ephemera pack, because what I'll do is I'll kind of play around and add some of these cute things in around our lettering or whatever it is. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guy out. I like the stitching too, because this one also has little dots, so I thought that kind of echoed, not kind of, it does echo what's going on there. So I think I'm going to cut out a couple of these just in white. And then again, I'm going to match them up, you know, pair them up over some of the pretty papers. And then I grabbed the purple and the pink. And what I'm going to do is, for each one of these guys, I'll run through like pink, that's Miranda's favorite color, and then this top part I will run through the white paper, or maybe something pearlescent just to make it a little bit different from the white doily in the background. I might find some pearlescent paper. And then for me, I'll do the purple and then the white also out of this. So I will be right back. I'm going to cut two of these, one of each of these. Okay, so for right now I have my letters. I'm just going to clean them out, and then if I need to clean out any of these label dies, I'll do that too. But oh, that came out super clean. I'll be right back. So before I get to the actual background papers and all that for my card, I'm just going to take this, and these look really cute popped up. And once, if you're doing the stitching, a lot of times you can't see behind these little holes anyway, so you can put dimensionals pretty easily and not have to like do anything funny with them to make them work, you know, so that they're not visible. But for me, I'm just going to glue these directly down since I'm not going to be stitching today. But like I said, I will link to the last video where we did this kind of stitching. I think it was for the large die of the month for May 2022. Anyway, so I'll glue that one there, and I'll glue this one on here, and I'll be right back. So I have these little guys. We're basically going to pop these on here. Cute. Tuck some cute things behind there. I'm going to pop up the letters. I'm going to grab a couple of card bases. Oh, the whole little band off there. And I'll just find some papers in here that I think, I mean, they all look how cute with the little koalas. Oh, look at this one. It's really cute because it's kind of basic. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Something that's more, not so much muted, but just kind of doesn't compete. You know, it's just something pretty there. I mean, this would look gorgeous too. Oh, I love this paper. This is definitely the paper pad you need to get a couple of, because, I mean, just the colors on this is so unique, so pretty. So I'll go through this and pick out two papers that I like, and then have them cut down to map my cards, my card bases. And, oh, look at this one. So sweet, but I'll be right back. So, of course, we have these. You can just put them on your paper and see what you want to do. So I chose this one for this one, so it's a little more bold, even though it's in the background there. And these are 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so they just mat in there because that's what I like most of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue these guys down, and I did go with this little kind of mottled paper for this guy. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to glue down the card, the matte layer. And I just realized I'm probably just going to glue these guys down too, so I can do that and then pop this up with some dimensionals. And I believe this is fully a square, so it's symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which way I put it down. But I am going to put it kind of in the top area, you know. And if you even had a sentiment, you can still pop it on here if there was something you want to say. I was kind of thinking about it with note cards. Generally, you put your own initial, right? Like if I was going to gift this to somebody, like a set of note cards, I would put their initial on it. And then when you send out a little card, it's like your letterhead, right? So it has your initial, or you can put their initial. So they're like, oh, it's for me, you know? Like, I don't know. I guess it's whatever you like. I was looking to the etiquette about that. But here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one down. Ooh, not there. You know what? I'm looking at the wood planks that are on here. I'm just going to place it a little bit lower than just making it even there. Okay. And as these stay there, I'm just going to kind of open up my little paper... No, not my paper pack. The ephemera. And just bring them out. And see what it is. Oh, how cute. Look at this one. It has all these sweet things, but you know, you can put the little frame behind it, right? I mean, there's just other ways to kind of play all these things up. Adorable. And look at that. Love you lots. I mean, if that was going to give it to somebody with their initial, I would put something like that. How cute are these? Oh, I love having this. Thankful always, celebrate today. It's always nice to just pop that on and it looks so nice and crisp. But either way, what I'm going to do is play around. Look it, we have our little guy. But these are the kind of things I'm looking for, you know, so we can kind of tuck those in here and there, wherever it is. So I'm just going to look through, see these pretty little flowers and things. I mean, even this big boy. Right? I mean, whatever it is that you want. I mean, there's just lots of ways. So I'm just going to mix and match and see what I come up with, and I'll be right back. Look at that. Okay, guys, I think this is what I'm going to do. So just a little bit different, just a little something, you know, and then we're going to finish off with some little stones too. So I had this here and it looked really pretty, and then I saw this little guy and I was like, oh, that's cute. So I'm going to just put this one down. It's like a little doily. And I'm just going to glue this down too, but you know, if you want more dimension is always fun. Put that right down there. Something like that. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that guy and on the back of our M. So for this one, I'll just put this one big one. And I'm not going to stick it down until I'm happy with the placement, but I think that looks pretty good. Maybe a little more this way. Okay. And then on this one, I'm going to get some dimensionals down. But before I do that, what I like to do is just kind of get these guys ready. So I'm going to put some glue. Seeing where this is, about there. I did like the way that looked. I can peek out behind there a pretty good amount. I'm just trying to see if I have this where I would want. Just kind of looking at that little midline and how much is above and below it. I think that helps, and I want this little more out. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensional in the back of this and I'll be right back. So I put that on there, and again, I'll just put this right down in here. Before I really push it down, I'll just make sure I'm happy with the placement. And there's that. Super cute, super simple. They look lovely like that, just look like little lace. And then I brought out some gems if you want to pop them on there. I think I might put it on this one just because, to give you an example of that. And you know, which size do you want to use these little guys? Like the medium size ones, which are these. They're a little bit larger. I'm gonna go with the little guys, a little more subdued. So I would just get those little Color Essential gems and pop them right in the center. And if you want to, Nouveau drops would be really cute just to pop them in there too, and you can do that with all of the little circles. This one goes right in the center. It's so cute. Like it just fits right into that little opening. Look at that. So sweet. So then I'll leave this one just like that, so you have those two different looks. Alright guys, well, I'll have some images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. You will see them coming up many more times, and in fact I'm thinking I should just, you know, kind of just cut a whole bunch of them out. You cut them out of white paper, you can color the paper, you just have them ready to go. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun that way. So anyway, look at that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.